Hello everybody and welcome to this TPN news. Well, not really actually, but whatever. I'm in the TPN studio. Today we're going to be talking about red cards, and then slowly we'll go through green, purple, and black. Today on the voice show I have with me Dango and Expert Hunter. Hi fellas, how are ya?
I'm alright, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing alright, man.
Good, man.
Having a lot of fun. The expansion just dropped yesterday. Everyone's been testing out a lot of stuff. Kind of already know what is broken and what is busted. They still have not removed Day of Nightmares. I'm annoyed, but we're moving on. Anyway, we'll start off with the red card showcase and show you guys what there is. If I'm missing something, I'll just craft it. I'm pretty sure I'm only missing like 1 or 2 cards now. So, first card to start off with is Shadow Clones. A 1-cost action for red. Move a friendly unit to a random open board slot. So, more moving for red, basically.
Yeah, card's good. It's not gonna be played until the 2-cost move your red unit gets cycled out, so pretty much all there is to say about it.
Yeah, I go with that pretty much. Like, it's cool, I like it, just more moving, but yeah, as long as what is it called again?
Inborn powers.
Yeah, as long as inborn powers exist, you probably won't see this move. So unless inborn powers gets nerfed, we'll see.
Because this card just moves a unit. It doesn't do anything else.
Yeah, that's it. Next up is Tsubakimi, if I'm saying it correctly. 2-cost red action. It deals 3 damage to an enemy unit. If that unit is a spirit unit, Arc charges 2.
Card sucks unless spirits become the best deck, which they want.
Not right now, I'd say. The way, seeing how DON is still around, then I guess no.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
there's other cards you
Spirits
could run
become-
too.
Even if spirits become the best deck, the Art Charge 3 is not worth playing this 2 damage action over the other bajillion 2 damage actions that red has.
That red has that are
Yeah.
slightly better. Slightly better. Well,
I mean, there's
one.
a lot, dude. There's a lot.
There's
There's a lot that are way better than this. Like, Art Charge is a good tag, but like Art Charge 2 is not a big enough deal. 3 damage is not, as dumb as that sounds, is not what red likes to see on a 2-cost action.
Nah.
I think if it was at minimum 4 damage, I think it would see play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say it 4. I'd give it 4. Next up is Cherry Bomb. That was one of the cards they revealed on Twitter. 2 costs, deal 2 damage to all units. I remember you thought it was just to the enemy units.
Yeah. So on first read, I was like, this card's broken. It's dumb. But now that I know that it's to the whole board, it's really good in Dungeon. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, Unitless Dungeon is the deck I was thinking of using this card in.
Yeah, first thing I saw was Denjin. Proc this twice, that's 4 damage.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's like a 2-0 in Dungeon. In other decks, I don't think you play it because you just don't need it.
I mean, I guess GDI could run it, but
Yeah, but GDI wins by having just like immense board presence. Like, I guess it helps unlock you, but it's not good enough at that.
yeah, that's fair enough. Alright. Next up, we have the 3-cost unit, Headless Guardian, Spirit. Death effect is it deals 2 damage to the unit in front. I was kind of like, when I saw it.
Boring, but pretty solid. Like, it's just another death effect on a spirit that does damage in red.
Yeah.
3/3 is really good for 3. So, it's a solid card. You're obviously playing black. If you're playing spirits, so you're playing black-red in this, so you have defect. So, solid card.
It's 5 damage,
Not
so
bad.
yeah, it's 5 damage when it all up. So yeah, that's why I'm like, it's a good standard unit. Ever got. Next up is Hayate, 3-cost human. When played, he explores for agility. He's got 2/2.
Card is pretty good. Bombast target. Its stats don't matter because you're searching agility, and agility is broken.
Yeah, perfect for fucking
Right.
Jill. Jill, this is a
Yeah,
Jill
you
card.
do it in you just do it in some dual color bombast deck, and you give one of your broken units agility, and you win the game. I don't know if it'll see play right now, but I'm sure someone will do something stupid with it. I might mess around with it myself.
I mean, explore for agility, man. Pretty good.
Yeah,
And
agility is
people,
a good card.
and people were worried that Jill was gonna suffer when DOing gets cycled out. Nah, I think
I don't think you play this one, Jill. But I mean, unless you play like a aggro Jill deck.
Aggro Jill?
Like a combo based Jill deck as opposed to like a control based because right now Jill's like a control into just drop your Yuki or your bomb card and then win the game. I don't think this really does anything for that deck, but you could make like a cool Jill concept where you just play like a bunch of super rush down cards and try and just end the game early as opposed to playing the combo game that current Jill plays.
Alright, that's cool. I get it. Moving on. Alright, cool. 3 copies of him. Alright, Amaterasu, 3/15, rush. Attacking deals damage equal to own attack. We already discussed this one before Hunter. Like, we gave our thoughts. It's like, it's okay.
It's good if you can buff the attack.
Good if you can buff the attack.
Y'all are crazy if you think this card's just This card's dumb in dual color.
Yeah, in dual color I can see it being nasty.
Dual color, sure, okay. Didn't consider.
You don't play it in mono. You don't play a 1/5 in red doesn't buff their units in mono. This card's dumb in dual color. You can play it in
like
green,
like in red black.
Red black, yeah.
Black, even purple red because now purple for some reason has a bunch of buffs.
They do.
Yeah.
Yep, they do. My bad. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we didn't consider fucking duel. I don't know why.
Yeah, I didn't think this card was bad. Just you just have to buff the attack, and in dual color decks, that's not hard.
Yeah. Still very easy for it. Okay. Next up is the 3-cost action Flood Attack. It deals X amount of damage split among enemy units, where X is the number of units on the field plus 2. So.
That's alright. There's better 3-cost red actions that do damage, so this won't see play.
It's alright, yeah. I'm looking at it like you got a full board. That's 5 across the field. If you can engine, well, you don't really.
If you have a full board as red, you're winning. So it's like, and your opponent doesn't have a board anymore. So, like, I'm not gonna ever play this over Calamitous, something like that.
Yeah, Calamitous is just still way better. But, yeah, it's alright. Any thoughts there, Hunter, or I'm moving on?
Same. It's alright.
It's alright. Ring of Fire. Gives +2 attack to a friendly red unit, 3 cost. Give +1 attack to all other friendly units.
Card's solid. It's a good buff. I think red still has some better, like, 2-cost buffs than this, but this card is fine at 3.
You see, the thing with this card, Dango, I think they're trying to make mono red aggro a thing.
Yeah. Which I think is maybe possible once GDI gets toned down, but right now it's like there's no point in doing that because you could just be playing GDI.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But like with this card and like,
does have potential.
Yeah, and like there's another card that we're gonna see. It's a 5-cost. Okay. That brings 2 units to the board that are 3 MP or lower.
Yeah.
Yeah, like.
I remember that one.
So like I feel like they are trying to push mono red aggro with some of these cards. But like you said, like there's no point.
That's still cool.
Until GDI is touched, but I think it has potential to be a real deck in the future. Because red does have some really good hero arts that promote aggro, which is not as good as red's damaging effects right now.
Yeah. Damage is kind of stupid. Alright, first legendary. Crystal Ball, 3 cost. Copy 2 random cards from your opponent's deck, add them to the X bucket, reduce this card's MP cost by half. I'm not sure if we touched up on this one.
We talked about it before, but I think it's still a really good card. If you have room in your deck, you play it, and if you don't have room, then you don't play it. Like it's one of those cards that you could just throw in when you need a 30th slot. Because it's just really good and it'll never be bad.
Yeah.
It's like a good tech card, right?
Yeah. I mean, the only time I wouldn't suggest playing this is in Jill. Like, don't play this in Jill, people. That's bad. But everything else, it's fine.
Yeah. You don't want your EX pocket full.
Yeah, no. I get that. That was cool. Yeah. Alright, yeah, we touched upon Fire Eye. It was probably one of the worst spirits they dropped. 4 cost 2
card's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit's garbage.
There are way better spirits than this one, so don't concern yourself over this one. Okay. Karud, 4 human, 2/6. When played, he explores for ammo.
That's alright.
I
Mikhail
pretty much just thought it was archetype version of the basic card, the 1/5.
Yeah, it replaces Mikhail because Mikhail was DON, I'm pretty sure.
It's an alright
Oh, he's
card.
basic.
Oh, he's basic.
Ammo's a decent search card, and yeah, I think the 3-drop is a basic card.
Which is better, him or this Karud or Mikhail? That's the question.
The 3-drop, still. This guy doesn't have like the stats to justify paying 1 more. He needs better stats for that. He needs to be like a 3/6.
Yeah, a 3/6 would see more play because it can trade better. Alright, that's cool. But nonetheless, it's still cool getting another unit to explore for armor. Next up, we have Yoichi. 4 human, 2/6. When played, he deals 2 damage to the unit in front.
Boring. Card fine. Doesn't. It's not great. It's not terrible. It's just boring.
It's just simple.
Yeah.
Yeah, more on play damage.
More on play damage.
Yay.
Simple. Yay. Alright. Next dude, 4 human, 2/5. Kobayakawa Hideki. Human. When played, if your explore count is 3 or higher, he gains 1+3, +1/+3, and shield.
Yeah, I mean, he's solid.
I think he's solid.
He isn't clearly meant to, when they do cycle out DON, replace Nash. He's not obviously Nash broken, but he's a solid card. I don't know if you play this in Jill, because I just don't think he does anything for the deck, but he's not bad. I think he will see play eventually, but I think it'll take people coming up with like the right builds around this guy.
Yeah. I thought he was pretty cool when I looked at it. I was like, yeah, he's got some good shit on him. Once you get a explore count of 3.
Yeah, just like you don't want to like break, right, and then like have this card in your hand and not explore. So it has its downsides.
Yeah, it's an alright card. Like Nash was a great card because of what he did. His combo's just so dumb.
Yeah.
This is just an alright card.
He's all.
And as long as DON exists, this card will see 0 play. And if DON eventually gets cycled out, like it should, because that's what they told us, maybe this card will play.
Please cycle that out. Alright, next up was one of the cards I revealed on Twitter. Miyamoto Musashi. 4/1/8 human. Combo, growth is 5. Level 2 gains +1. Level 3, you explore for the famed blade, which is a 1 cost to give 3 attack to a friendly unit.
This should only have 1 growth level and just do both effects on 1 growth level. As is, combo doesn't justify this card. It's
Yeah, exactly.
Like, literally, this is a 1/8 combo unit.
I think he should. No, that +1 attack should already be on him, so he should be a 2/8.
Yeah, then he would be playable. Like, he shouldn't have the level 2 effect for a growth 5. It's just, he's not playable right now.
Sorry, Miyamoto.
I'm sure in dual color you can abuse him with like the fact that he just has combo and he's a 4-drop, but there's better units to do that with.
Yeah, like at least if it was like growth 3, right?
Yeah, if it was a growth 3, then he probably would see more play.
Yeah, no, the growth at 5 and him having 2 growth levels for the payoff, and the payoff card's not particularly broken. Like, it's a good card. 3 attack for 1 is really good, but it's not like worth 14 MP.
I wonder if they did this on purpose. Like they realized they gave Red so many cheap growth units that they finally gave him a stupid. They finally gave a stupid growth level.
He's not good as he is. Unplayable right now.
Awkward growth level because they realized, fuck, we've given too much Red, too many easy growth. Alright, moving on. 4-cost action, epic. Shimazu, a vanishing tactic. You place 1 red unit in your deck with an MP cost of 4 or less on the field. That unit gains +1 attack for each time you use Shimazu vanishing tactic this battle.
One thing to note is it doesn't count its first activation.
Oh, it doesn't? Okay, that sucks.
No, which is unfortunate. I think it's still a fine card because anything that is a summon minions like action is good.
Yeah.
Sucks that it's 4. It's like a bad summon minions, but it's still a summon minion, so you can build decks with this in it and make your dual color decks more consistent. I don't think you play this in mono.
Since it's 4 though, would you want to activate it? Or would you want to use blue mana?
Yeah, you're using blue mana, unless like it's in your opening hand. then you use it like, and it's the only thing you have in your opening hand. It's the same concept with minions, where it's like you want to most of the time use minions with blue mana, but if you have to, you'll activate it normally, right?
Yeah,
That's true.
no, that's cool. That's all good. Yeah. So, oh man, so at best you're getting the last unit will get what +3?
One thing that is noteworthy in dual color decks with this card, because it specifies red unit only, you can really build what it pulls. Because like that's one of the issues with minion, right? Is where sometimes you'll build a deck, but then you're like, fuck, I don't want to hit this off of minions no matter what. So that is nice for dual color decks, is like this card can guarantee you see that red unit that you really need and you get your deck around.
No, that's cool. I like that then. Yeah. So it's alright. It's alright card. Good for red to get, I guess, a pulling card. Alright,
Has
next.
potential.
Yeah, it's got the potential. I agree. Next up is 4-cost epic Pride of Moles. Deal 7 damage split among the enemy units. If a unit is destroyed by this damage, place a little molly on the field. Pride of the Mole!
Yeah,
I mean,
it doesn't
dude, that's
state where it goes, and I've yet to test this, but I'm pretty sure it's to your side of the field. Card's cute. It's funny. I don't think it's worth playing, but it's a funny card. I like it.
I mean,
Yeah.
7 split damage is pretty good though. Like for 4.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I mean for 4 it's a lot. Like right now, red has so much more damage than it can do, but I don't think this card's bad.
Nah.
I just think the problem with a lot of these new damage cards is like they need the other red damage cards to be toned down, and then they can also play.
Yeah. Tone
I
down
like the
the
artwork
others.
though.
Artwork is cool. I do like it. But yeah, I'll just love
Oh
it.
yeah, no, I like the card a lot. It's funny, and I need to like, I want to see where the mole goes because it doesn't like they had a lot of text errors with this set. But the mole, it doesn't specifically state where the mole goes. So if it goes to your opponent's side of the field, it sucks. If it goes to your side of the field, it's a solid card.
I'm just thinking of the Simpsons reference for the mole people underground. That's all I'm just thinking of right now when I see this card. So it's good. I like it. Alright.
I mean, even Denjin can use this too because it's like you'd get a Denjin proc, it becomes 8 split damage. That's not bad, and then you get a mole.
Yeah, I think it's fine in Denjin. I think it's like I said. I think it's a fine card. I think just red has so many really broken cheap actions, and this card is more of just a good action, right? This is like what red damage action should look like in cost, being 4, instead of like what they currently have.
Oh, that's true.
No, that makes sense. Alright, next up we got the 5-unit Spirit 2/9 Bud Ogre. Whenever another unit dies, it deals 1 damage to the enemy hero.
I could see a cute Denjin gimmick with this deck. Or with the card, but like it's right now it's not very good. But I could see someone coming up with something creative around this to just do like some nasty burn damage in Dungeon.
Yeah, definitely in a dungeon, but a unit-based dungeon. Oh no, wait.
But
Yeah. Doesn't need
Sorry.
it can be it can be anything. It says whenever another unit.
yeah,
Yeah.
like,
You
that's
can be
why I
dual
said
color
that.
too, but like dual color
You would-
spirits.
Yeah, well, you would just play because it's whenever your opponent's units die too. So like you just play this in Dungeon, and like you can get some gross burn damage off of this guy just sitting on the board. I think he's cute. I think someone will come up with something creative with him in Dungeon, and he'll be good. I think he has potential. I don't think he's an amazing card, but 2/9's really big stats, and his effect is really good.
He'll be sitting there for a bit. Yeah. Potential out of this guy. All right. Next up, a card that a lot of people talked about, I think, or were intrigued by. Sanada Yukimura, 5-cost 3/3 human. He has Rush. When played, he deals 1 damage to the unit in front, and then he gains Crush, which is for 1 attack only. Upon victory, he explores for Furun Kazan.
Card's interesting. I don't know what to think of it yet.
I'm not sure. I just couldn't get it by his stats, being a 3/3.
Yeah, that's tough for a 5-cost.
Yeah.
It probably has some potential in some creative build, but right now I don't know. Like I think he might be good in like a dual color bombast, weird Jill deck maybe. or Blazing Wall, something like that, where you can protect him, or Shield Spire. Like,
I was hoping, dude, like he had if he had more HP, like if he was a 3-7, like I would say he's really good, right?
oh, I mean, if he was a 3-7, he'd be nuts.
You'd be nuts if a 3-7. I mean, because that first
Like-
attack is almost can guarantee a victory because it's 4 damage.
3-5 would make him good, but not broken. 3-3
Yeah.
right now, it's tough. You gotta be creative with him. I think people can be creative with this guy, and I think you will see some play in some creative decks. Just, it's too early in the set and the format to be like, yeah, this card's bad or this card's good. Because I think it has potential.
The way I was thinking of using this card, like if you use him in a Jill deck, like you'd have to drop him and antibody him.
Yeah.
That way you can get the victory proc off, and then you get Furi Kazan.
Yeah,
And since he has
I mean-
Crush, he won't die. Like the shield won't. Well, I haven't even played with Crush units that much, but like if a unit has Crush and it hits a unit, does the shield?
No, it doesn't.
Get-
You don't
King?
lose the shield. It's effectively the same thing as a shielded unit attacking a whole.
Oh, okay. All right,
Like,
so
it's a good card. I think it has potential in like a weird Jill aggro deck. I think Jill can get creative with these new cards, with what she does instead of just being like this boring high roll deck that they currently are.
Yeah, it's fine. But yeah, nah, he's it's got some interesting. It's an interesting card, you know. So different ways to play around him. All right, ill-fated Queen Himiko. We discussed it before already, and from what you've told me, from what you're building, and what I'm gonna try out, this card's nuts. Now that I understand how her effect
Yeah,
actually works.
So on our initial read when we discussed this card, we were under the assumption that you had to proc its death effect different ways, up to 9 times, but no, it's just on death, it procs 9 times. So in Dungeon it does 18 damage, or 27 if you've Dungeoned her twice, etc.
Yeah.
Card's really good.
This is definitely a
Support
good. It's a great answer to, I guess. This is a card effect. So what's his name? The Titan probably doesn't get affected by it.
No, you play this versus
Black.
the dog, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah, against Black, you can wipe Black's field very nicely with her.
This answers Orochi, this answers Ninetales. Card's really solid. It answers Shara, even though Shara's not really played anymore. Like it's just a really good card at answering boards that Red couldn't answer before, and or not necessarily Red, but just like anything that can splash this chicken.
Yeah, this is a ticking time
She's
bomb.
a human.
He's a
Because
human.
every good card has to be human.
A ticking time bomb that you want to die. And yeah, Denjin, buffer. Yeah, actually that's really cool now that I know what she can really do. Alright, so here's the action card. Common Reinforcements, the 5 action. Place up to 2 red units in your deck with an MP cost of 3 or less onto the field. So very aggro-based card.
Yeah, I like this card. I think it can see play in dual color, and it can see play in mono. The thing with like actions like this, and even the other 4-cost one, is like you want to at least break even on the MP cost that they're summoning. This goes plus on MP cost, summoning 6 MP worth of units for 5.
Yeah.
For 3 if it's with blue mana. So like it's a good card.
You like this one, don't you, Hunter?
yeah, I like it.
We'll have to definitely do some testing with this one to find out, but yeah, definitely a pretty awesome
You can
card.
also build your deck to like pull units, like Cody. Like, pulling 2 Codys off of this is 6 damage for 5.
Like
and
Cody,
2
Maki.
red.
Maki's a good pull too, right? 1/7 combo.
Like,
I was
and then,
thinking-
like, imagine just playing or having the Shield Girl from last set, and then just playing this. That is now you're doing 10 damage if you pull 2 Codys. Princess Fuse. There we go.
Use, yeah, that's
Oh yeah. And then you get 2 shields, or you get 1 shield. It depends how many units you kill, but
it. Yeah. Conditions, but yeah, no, pulling in a dual color deck. What's his name? Orti, the samurai dude.
It can't pull. It can't pull.
Oh no, yeah, right.
Non-red. But it's. I think it's still a good card.
Okay, no, that's cool. If it's red units, that's fine. Focusing on red, yeah.
Anything with the summon minion effect that goes plus on the mana cost that it pulls is probably a good card.
More than likely. Alright, next up is Thunderstorm, 5 cost, Erd action epic. Deal 8 damage to an enemy unit, then deal 4 to the adjacent units.
This card's good.
Spillover action card.
This was like the one red damage card where I read it and I went, oh, this will actually immediately super. In Dungeon. It just answers an entire board in Dungeon for 5. It just says, like, it's the same thing as, like, playing like 2 Calamitous in Dungeon, where you're just like, I just answered your whole board for 5. This can be shielded, but you're still dealing 4 to the adjacent units. So.
I was wondering
but the card, I don't think it'll proc if you use something like Predation, right? Like, you use this on a unit and they Predation?
So damage effects tend to typically proc, that is something we have to test, but, like, most damage effects still proc, which is weird, but they do.
I figured it'd be in the texting because it says then, so it's it's initiating that you need to hit that 8 first, then 4 will spread.
So if this can be dodged, it's not as great as like my initial read, but if it can't be dodged, then it's a really good card. That's just something that we're gonna have to see in testing.
Yeah.
If it is dodgeable, yeah, it's not nearly as good as I thought it was.
Yeah, we'll have to test that one now. Alright. Next up is Fire Doom Mirror, 6 cost spirit, 3/8. Death is deal damage equal to earn attack split among enemy units.
Way too expensive for what it does.
Oh yeah, dude, there's so many good 6 cost red cards, and you're gonna like tell me like I'm gonna play this over those? Hell no.
Yeah,
nah.
This needed to be like a 4 cost to be playable.
Not even that, it should have just dealt its HP split among enemy units.
Even then, it wouldn't be playable at a 6 cost.
Count the 6 cost, bro. There's Ken, there's FD, there's Dragoon, there's Leon. Like, there's so many good 6 costs. Like, this card cannot compete.
No, you're right. Yeah. Never mind. I'm just counting all the legendaries, and then the new one as well. Yeah, fuck it.
Even Takeda is better than this shit.
Yeah, Takeda is. All right, so long, Fire Doom Mirror. It was nice knowing you. All right, here we go. Wildflower, Il Natora, 6/2/9. Rush, Spillover. When played, gain +1 attack for each friendly unit on the field. Attacking, if the unit's attack is 3 or higher, give it -1 attack and arc charge of 2.
Card's really good.
She's my new waifu.
She's your new waifu. We discussed this before. I still think she's good. You give her a lot of attack.
She is one of the reasons I'm considering testing Coral. Like, she's that good. Because she actually might make Coral viable because of the art charge effect.
Yeah, that art charge is what's important because it's a continuous effect as long as she's got a attack higher than 3.
Insane and Celestial. Like, I don't think she procs infinitely, like some people thought she might on the initial read in Celestial, but she's still really good in that deck. Art charge is a really underrated tag on cards that are like actually good. So I think this card's really, really, really good.
I mean, and having Rush and Spillover, like, she can clear a board, right? If you buff her enough.
Rush and Spillover on the same tag is just like, okay, just give her Crush now, and then she's a god unit.
Just having give her Crush, she's fucking broken.
But yeah, card's really, really good.
Alright, yeah, I thought she was gonna be good too. I have to play.
Yet another 6 cost legendary that red gets that's really strong.
I know, right? Jeez.
Waifu with a sword, bro.
Waifu with a sword.
And of course, she's a human. Every good card has to be a human.
Of course. I think this might be the last. No, still one more after this card. Cannon of Divine Rule, 6 cost action. Arc charge is 4. It deals 9 damage to an enemy unit.
Might see some play, but
yeah,
a lot like the giant. It's a better version of the giant shuriken or whatever it was from last set. So like,
yeah, because you get 10 AP off this if you do use it, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which
so, like,
is a lot.
It's a significantly better version of that card. But I don't know if it still justifies its 6 costs.
Yeah, it's just like like the one matchup you don't ever want to use this card is against green because like they just use a shield that's one cost and then like you're down.
And against black, they have predation and
Yeah.
now like revenge cards or cards that kill their units but give them dumb stats with revenge and all sorts of crazy shit. So like, I don't think any action like this that is this expensive in red for the damage that they do. It'd have to be like deal 9 spread across the whole board before deal 9 to an enemy.
Yeah. It would justify the purpose of running it and its cost, but yeah, I'd probably go with that. But yeah, not bad, but it's not going to see much play.
Yeah.
Alright, this is the last card. 8 cost human, 4/7, Shiumazu Yoshihiro, human. He has heavy pierce. Victory, he deals 5 pierce damage to a random enemy unit. While on the field, he reduces all damage 5 or more to 1.
He's alright. I wish he was dealt all damage 5 or less to 1, because not too many things go over 5 damage.
Yeah, Besiege is always 3 or low, 3 or 1. He's 5 and more.
But he's cute. I think there's some cool stuff you can probably make with him. I don't think he'll see a lot of play initially, but I think someone will probably come up with like a cool build with him, and it'll be a neat deck that people want to try. So I think he has potential to be played, but I don't think he's anything amazing, especially for an 8 cost, because it's the same concept that Hunter was saying with the 6 cost, right? Think of all of the broken 6 cost units you can play before you're ever gonna play this one.
Yeah.
So he's still cool. I like him. I think he has potential to be in something that someone makes, like that has a neat concept around it, but 8 is too expensive. He probably could have been a 6 cost, and then he would have been.
Yeah, that makes sense. Alright. That is all the red cards for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed our thoughts and discussions. Stay tuned. We'll be doing the next sets and all that stuff. Thank you for watching. Guys, you got any last minute words? For red? Sorry, I missed that.
I just said nah, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Red got
See you later, guys.
Yeah. Red got some okay cards for a change. Not completely broken shit, but you know, whatever.
Red was probably the least supported, so the rest of the colors will probably be more interesting to talk about, besides maybe green. Green's really struggling right now.
Alright, we'll get to the green when we can. Alright, thanks again for watching, guys. Peace out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!